Hey there, and welcome to another Kidlit Lunch Critique. Today we have a story from one of our friends, Xiomara. Thank you so much, Xiomara, for sharing this. It's called The Tiger Who Loved the Beach, L. I don't know what the L is for, but I'm sure we're going to find out. But Xiomara wants to know if adding more verbs to the story and staying away from ly. That's where she kind of feels stuck, is like in the verb section. So we will take a look at this. This is, it's looking like a chapter book, but it's a picture book. So let's look at that too, because already off the bat, it looks like it might be a little too many words. So let's dive in. There once was a tiger named Tomas who loved the beach. When Tomas was a baby cub, Mama Tiger would tell him stories about the beach and how much fun it was to play in the sand. From that very moment, Tomas dreamed about visiting the beach one day. But tigers lived in the jungle, so how could they possibly make it to the beach? When Tomas was old enough to travel on his own, he decided to set out on an adventure to find the beach he always dreamed of, and off he went. As he took his first steps on the trail, he felt a little lost. Oh no, what do I do now? He thought to himself. Just then, he saw his friend Manny the monkey suspended from a giant tree and asked, Hey Manny, which way to the beach? Manny replied, Ooh, ooh, the beach? Make a right and continue straight. Ooh, ooh, Okay, thank you, friend, Tomas replied. As soon as he made the right turn, he heard some noises that startled him. Boom, crash, kaplow. An approaching storm brought thunder and lightning his way, and even Tomas, who was supposed to be fearless, felt anxious and nervous. As hard as it was to stay calm, he pushed past the storm and continued his journey. He walked some more, but soon came across a fork in the road. Which way now? With a stroke of luck, he saw his friend Penny, the parrot, flying up above. Hey, Penny, which way to the beach? Tomas asked. Penny replied, Squawk, you're almost there. Take a left and stay on the path. Squawk. Great, thank you, Tomas replied, and off he went. Okay, I think that's a really good spot to stop, Xiomara. I was really enjoying it. I think it's a fun adventure. I love getting to, be in different points of view. I think it's really cool. It's a cub. He wants to go to the beach. That's really awesome. So you have a lot of really great components here. I do think that you've done well with the verbs that you have done, but I think it's hard to actually kind of clean up and really find those verbs that you really need to make it a strong story in this current moment, just because there's so much text. And so really what you need to do is you need to cut down on your word usage so that way you can make your verbs more impactful, which is going to make it more active for a story. It's going to put it more into that picture book voice too that we really need to see. And so you started out, there once was a tiger named Tomas who loved the beach. Cool. That's an old way of starting stories. It doesn't serve you any purpose. It's almost a waste of words. And when you only have about 350, 400 words to tell the story in, we don't want to be wasting our words, right? And so you talk about how he's a baby cub and how he did all this dreaming and all these things, but we're so far back in the past, it's like it's too far for your start of your story. Where you want to start it is right before he makes the decision to leave. So where is he? Where do we meet him in his present moment of making this decision? And what makes him? What's the catalyst here that's going to be the and off he went part? So let's say he knows where the beach is, or he's found something, or he heard from someone where the beach was and his mom decided to go to the store or something like that, where he's left alone for a few hours, so he has some time. That could be a catalyst. Or somehow he gets the message that he's supposed to go, he's supposed to go to the beach. And that'll help too with the agency of your character. Editors and agents, they use that term all the time. Well, the character doesn't have a lot of agency. And so what they mean is that the character needs to be active in their own story, making their own decisions, choosing what to go with their story, and when the plot comes unfolding. And so you have, he's asking all these people, well, where is it? Where is it? But essentially what that is it's a main character who's wandering around. He's just anything can happen to me. He's not being active. He's not saying this is where I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to try it. This is what I'm going to do. So if you have something like he overheard that the beach is close, or he had a map, he had a postcard. How does he even know what a beach is? So did he have something growing up? Is there a postcard where he's always dreamed of it and he's had it, posted up? I think Luca does something similar. I don't think it's the beach, but the Disney movie, it might be good to take a look at. But just something that's going to give him a reason for why we are going to the beach and what spurred that decision. And then how does he actively choose to try to find it? Yeah, he's going to ask people, but I mean, you don't want to just keep doing that. That's where it gets mundane. That's where it keeps to the same rhythm. So you brought in this storm. It essentially had no relevance. So we just need to figure that out. And I think if you could figure out the goal, like his true reason why does it matter so much? And that catalyst of what's going to spur him to actually go on this adventure and go towards that, you're going to get stronger plot points that are going to be more impactful. And the reader is going to gravitate to them more, and it's going to not feel like he's just wandering, trying to find this thing, you know? So imagine your world, build your setting. Where's the beach in relation to Tomas? Figure out where he's located, where we meet him. Why does he know about the beach? How did he find out about it? And then decide what's going to make that decision for him to actually go, and how does he make a plan to actually try to find it. And maybe this is a midpoint plot where halfway through he thinks he's almost there and then the storm comes, and that could happen, or you could cut the storm completely out. It'll just depend on once you figure out that goal. And then you should be able to start cutting because these are in paragraphs. Remember, we don't do paragraphs in picture books. I did some line edits on a previous Kidlit lunch critique. So if you go and take a look at those, that should help you when you get to that point. But for now, you have to get your plot down before you can really start to line edit. So hope that helps get you started. Thank you so much for sharing your story with me. It's been so much fun to read. If you guys would like to get your story critiqued as well, just drop your submission in the form below in the description. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys.